Las Vegas airport. Alright, anyways.
Oh, can you pass me my tea?
Oh, shit.
Got you.
Thank you.
Nicole, do you feel the chaos, man?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yes. And babe, when you get a chance to... Never mind. No, I got it. Alright, man, so... Feel free to hate. Feel free to compare with Vantana Row 2. With V-Row 2. But really, let me know what the fuck is up with V-Row 3.
Alright, so...
Where is it lacking? What?
V-Row 2 to V-Row 3. I definitely enjoyed the tone. I definitely enjoyed the tone that VR3 had, but I don't know, man. Like, to be quite honest, like, I felt like you could have took a little bit more time on it. Like, I'm not, like, you know what I mean? Like, not trying to, like, sound, like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be as honest as possible because I'm your friend and I love you. Like, I think if you spend a little bit more time on it, I think it would have been better than VR2.
Right.
And at the same time, I really enjoyed the transition from VR2 to VR3, where Volley was, like, you know, kind of screaming, and then it kind of wasn't really that. It wasn't. It was more ambience. It was very ambient. It had a lot of ambiance to it. So it was very almost like I could pretty much like I turn it on, like smoke a bowl, do homework or whatever, like kind of music. You know what I mean?
Right.
Music you chill out to and you try to unwind. Like that's what I felt from VR3. VR2 was like, let's go out and do shit.
Oh shit! Are you hearing this, babe?
So.
I'm sorry, I'm not. I was finding.
She's like, no, I'm very poopy all the time.
Am I missing greatness right now?
So no, we're recording it, so technically you're not missing.
Right,
me.
that's half of my life. Is thank
That's
God
honestly
for that.
one of the main motivations because babe has no memory. I'm like, hey, remember all those years we spent together, babe? And then she's like, what?
I'm like,
years?
what?
What years?
At fucking 30. What happened?
Oh, jeez. That'd be horrible.
Yeah, that'd be.
That'd
It's not a joke, bro.
Damn. What?
Bitch,
What?
I used my cane.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Oh my god. So did you know about Cara Cammarota? I'll make it short. I've been talking a lot today. Basically, my grandma posts, like, she doesn't know how to do Facebook. But no one knew that she wasn't going to know how to do Facebook.
Yeah.
So, like, she posts, she starts talking to people. It's like, what's on your mind, right?
Yeah.
And she'll be like, nothing on my mind. And then she thinks it's a letter, so she just puts her name at the end of everything she says. Like, but the thing is that she's been married 3 times, so she puts, like, every AK,
last name,
every alias.
Oh, jeez.
She's like Linda Arata Ferraro Cammarota.
She types all that shit out, though.
And she types it out.
Every
It
time.
doesn't automatically tag. She types the shit.
Holy shit.
One time on legit, she didn't have anything to tag anybody in, yet she felt the need to tag or just simply write out everybody's name because about 3 out of, no joke, 40 names was tagged. 3 out of 40 was tagged. So she legit with the phone
Typed it out.
Typed
Yeah.
the
All
shit out,
those names.
and there was
Full
nothing.
names.
There was nothing to rep. It was just she typed out the names of her family members.
Wow.
And friends.
Jeez, that's legit. That's
What's hella
gangsta.
funny?
So long.
What's hella funny is that you talk to her, she's straight, but then she's on Facebook, she's just noise
That's
and
so
wildly out. Anyways,
That's kind of like my dad. Like,
Yeah.
my dad, he's straightforward, but when he gets on Facebook, like, all he does is post, like, random funny posts.
Right.
But it's not even, like, the funny posts that make you chuckle. It's the funny posts is like, why is this on the internet?
oh shit, yeah,
Like, the
exactly.
awkward, like...
Is he like? Does he have the thing where his photo isn't him? It's like a cartoon or some shit.
No, it's a
he's
photo
not.
of him. Yeah.
Okay.
He's Facebook literate, I guess.
Oh no, yeah, because there's a thing people do that, like where they feel like putting a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
I expected my dad to even do that, and my dad, I think, did. He just got on Facebook, like I swear, last week. And of course, like the first shit was like some joke shit of this pastor that fired him, and it was this dude who looked like him, a picture of him at a gas station. He took a picture of that shit and then made it his default.
That's too funny.
I'm like, my dad has got that that low key grudge shit that I have from him. Thanks, Dad. But anyways,
Damn, he's like low-key the Punisher. Not gonna lie, when I saw like a picture of your dad, like physically, like he kind of does look like he was the Punisher.
he
That's
he
what I
looks like
pictured.
me, but he has like biceps and arms and shit,
Yeah, straight up.
and like is a man.
I'm telling you,
and
bro.
then, like,
It is a man.
and doesn't have a female figure and shit. But yeah, it's good.
Bro, don't hit on your figures.
No, I've come to what is it, terms with my Latina heritage.
You're
Funny
Latina.
enough, that's why I'm actually with Jamey, because I only like dudes like that. So
I think she is definitely no derogatory on some les because she
I'm a
loves God.
lesbian that likes dudes.
That's not a bad thing.
It's a wonderful
because I'm a Latina.
Latina. I love the
That's
Latina.
kind of why also we call it a gay marriage because
Yeah.
you know, that's what it do.
It's actually two chicks.
But
getting
I
married.
wouldn't. I'm not a Bruce Jenner. Okay. So,
What?
but you're like, oh man, you're even comparing yourself right now?
Yeah, I was like, why
And
are you
I'm like,
comparing
Caitlyn is legit.
I think it's he again, right? Didn't he decide he didn't want to be Caitlyn anymore?
Really?
Yeah,
They-
he did some bitch ass shit.
They blow that up so
That's
bad.
what they said.
They like put out the shit, the tabloids. I want to be Bruce again.
Wow.
They do.
You know he was on that shit though. He was
They
just
do her
doing that
like
for
that.
some weird publicity
I know.
shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that
It
whole
was fucked. He
family
didn't even
is
believe in
not.
gay
The whole
marriage.
family
Exactly,
is
that's what I'm
theater.
saying. So how do you believe in transgender
yeah,
rights?
fucking stupid.
Opa.
Stupidos.
Like, yeah, that's why that shit doesn't make any sense. Theatrical family, dude.
Exactly.
Like, that family's not even. There's some strings.
Yep, that's all it is. Puppets, Pinocchio ass mules.
So, you know. How did I. Man. Anyways. Man, the truth. True lies. True lies, Harrison Ford. Is that true?
Was it True Lies? Well, I thought True Lies was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You
like
said
Jamie Lee
that is-
Curtis.
It is!
Yeah.
I'm hella stupid.
I was like, I thought that was like a comedy spy movie. I was like,
Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. Okay. But then who is the dude, the trigger... Who is the actual comedy dude who has the white hair? Like the
Steve Martin?
But not the other dude. There's two guys, right?
No.
There is. There's two white dudes who have the gray hair and they do comedy and they're kind of old. But one dude has brown eyes and one dude has blue eyes and is older. And you're talking about Steve.
Oh, you're talking about the one who did the spoof cop movies where it was like him and like
Yep.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
Yes, and he did a fucking Airplane and
Airplane.
shit. Yeah, fucking what's his name? Fucking Shirley something. Or not Shirley, but I forgot his name.
It was something like ancient.
Yeah,
But that dude
exactly.
is legit.
Hell yeah, dude. Those are so
It's
funny.
been a minute since I've seen any of that shit, but it definitely affected me.
I mean, those are just good comedy movies.
I know, that was before you had anything
Like spoof.
spoof, like
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, it was spoof. Like that was spoof comedy.
So yeah, I know. Vantana Row 3, like the drums could have been, I guess, I don't know. The thing is, it was what I wanted it to be. I didn't want it to replace, I didn't want it to be like a, iPhone 6, like I didn't want it to be, it didn't need to be that.
No.
I wanted it to be its own thing, but at the same time, it always needs to have the bass, it needs to have her fucking hyping hella hard, and then,
No, like I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a beautiful project, and I appreciated every minute of it. It was just, like I said, I felt like it was rushed. I felt like it was just
Wait,
rushed.
is that what you said about Vantana Row 3?
Yeah.
I do appreciate that,
That's
though.
so funny.
Why?
No,
Did you guys
I-
take more time on it?
No, we
We
didn't.
did
We didn't.
actually. That one we did.
Well,
Really?
Well, look.
Compared to other ones?
Well, look,
yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm just being biased because I like VR2 so much. Like maybe that's
No,
what
yeah,
it is.
probably.
But
Probably.
you know what? I honestly do appreciate that because
Yeah.
I do, and I do believe you honestly that that is not as biased as you're saying. I get that.
That's
On
why
a
it's
melodic thing, it's different, and we're going in a direction. So really,
No, and I love the direction you're going in because it definitely seemed you guys were focused. I just, like I said, it was. I guess maybe it was just. It was so different. It was like, whoa! I didn't know you guys could do this. This is a little out of my comfort zone, but at the same time, I kind of dig it.
Yeah,
right? I know because it was more rock, but then at the same time, it had the dichotomy, and that dichotomy is kind of an age-old thing. It's like the typical like go back and forth shit.
Question, was DIY on VR3?
That was on Vrow.
Okay, but the reason why you feel that way probably is because for a minute we were calling it VR3. For like a couple seconds, for like almost 6 days, I think we were calling it VR3. And then we flipped the script because I personally didn't want it to be VR3 because I had a vision for the VR3.
Wait, so you are saying though VR3
he is talking about it, yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember the reason she says that is because Danny Duncan didn't know what we were talking. He thought he knew what we were talking about for the same reason.
But what Nicole, you've heard it recently or just like?
No, I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up. I got you.
He knows what it is.
Okay, but I do want you to.
Well, I don't think I've told anybody this like on fucking tape. But while you're bringing that shit up, I'll say hella quick. The first real like reminder that she was legit on Facebook was when I don't know how she heard about this, but when I was staying in Santa Cruz, stayed with this dude Lexus Rubinis, alright?
Lexus Rubinis?
That's his artist name, okay?
What?
Actually that is his name. His name is Lexus fucking Edmund Rubinis. Something like that. Anyways, point is he was trying to, I was being foolish and he was kind of low-key, like really fucking low-key, like passive-aggressively like trying to get me out, which sucks but I never really, the way I met him, it's just, it's all like kind of, there was never a solid foundation. Like I never really knew this guy.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get me out. And I think I must have said that, like, I think Steph and Susie visited after I'd been there for 5 months. They finally came and fucking checked it out. And then Lex was being hella shady. Like, even when they were over, like, didn't even really say hi. He must have been so mad, and I would have never even known anyway. Because I always even bring it up, and he can never. Point is, I'm making this so long. Somehow my grandma must have found out because, check this out, I already ruined it, but we're hanging out with hella people and Lex is like, who's this fucking bitch? He has this laptop. He has his laptop and he doesn't know who this, he really like,
Doesn't know.
for all intents and purposes, he didn't know, okay? So he's like, who the fuck is this bitch? And he always had girl drama, like, specifically with girls, like drama, always weird intimacy issues. Just anyways, and I feel it, but anyways, the love of God, right? It's probably what makes somebody an artist.
That's what it is.
So who is this bitch? And he kept saying it, so obviously he wanted us to fucking know about it. So then he's like, I'm like, what do you mean? And I don't think he would have ever brought it up. I was like, what do you mean? And then Jasmine and these people, they look, right? And then they're like, what? And it says, all caps, in a personal message, fuck Lexus Rubinis. and then they're like, what? And then I look and I see the corniest picture in like some lunch lady drapes, like with the cheese, like just the most corny grandma picture. The most corny grandma picture.
Oh my God.
Cheesing in this default, and it says in all caps, "Fuck Lexus Rubinis."
Oh, that's so gangster.
Seriously. And I'm like, that's my grandma. And then Jasmine's like, you don't know Jasmine, but she's like, yeah, you're hella funny. She was like, thought I was the lamest person for saying that. And I'm like, no,
That's my grandma.
no. I took a moment. I'm like, that's my grandmother. That is my grandmother.
That is the way. That is that woman.
And then and these people couldn't, like, Lex was genuine mad, so they were like trying to not die.
Yeah.
They were dying though. I'm like,
Bro, at least grandma got your back though. That's what I'm saying. Grandma got your back. That's fucking legit.
that was beyond legit. So anyways, ever since then I definitely stayed on calling her gangster grandma. That's legit. I call her gangster grandma to this day.
Bro, gangster.
To this day.
That is so funny, bro. Man, I want to meet her. I want to meet her.
And this is the trip, the reason why we made the album cover, okay? Me and Babe were rarely chilling over in Antioch, but we came over like mid-February to talk shop or whatever. We were doing something, and Grandma happened to be over there, and that gets on the topic that she made a new Facebook. And then, of course, Mom and Steph never let anything go. So they're like, why would you do this? Why are you doing that? They just they lean in super hard on her, and I'm with it. I'm a fan of her. I've been a fan, okay? Since before Fuck Lex's Rubinus, I've been a fan. So she's like, I don't know. I got on the sign up, and she's like, the first name that I could come up with was my friend's name, Cara, so I put that in, and of course I'm gonna put my last name. I'm like, what the fuck? She makes a new Facebook, not even a big deal. People do it all the time. But when she did it, so her name's Cara Cammarota, which is a spin-off of her name, and all I could think is, this is her MC fucking name. That's all I could think, because then we see her default, and I'm like, this is her fucking album cover, dude.
Look hella gangster already.
I'm like, and at first no one was tipping like on it with me, like I was the only one, and I didn't care because I got the vision on Grandma for real. I've always known what she's about. She doesn't even let me in on it. I'm like, this is your alias. You are an original West Coast MC. And she's like, no. She's like, no. And it's not like no, but she's like always been bashful about that. I'm like,
about it.
yeah, she's like, no. And I'm like, this is your album cover. So even when I came up, I'm like, you came out with an album? She's like, yeah. No fuck.
She hasn't even heard it.
She just knows. She knows.
She's just on
Me and her have been on the same tip for a minute, though.
That's what's up,
She's
dude.
fucking funny.
Oh my god, that's so legit.
And I'm telling Steph this, and eventually Steph's like, and I'm like, hey, that song I always wanted to do when I saw these Christian CDs sold at Walgreens, and it said Susan Boyle, and it's like her looking up 80s style at the light.
Yeah. Like,
you know what I mean? With the like fade black background.
Yeah.
So it says Susan Boyle, and it's called The Gift. And it's like, you know, Do You Hear What I Hear is like the first track.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh my god. So I had that vision a couple years ago. I'm like, what if she was talking about herself? Like, she's the gift.
Damn.
To her own hood. Like, she's the gift. Like, she's the one who comes back and, like, you know, hooks up everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm like, what if this was her fucking rap album? Susan Boyle, this old lady, okay? I just have to say it. Susan Boyle, The Gift, and I never forgot that shit, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to go back and open the shit and put in a concept album of what I thought the Susan Boyle album should be, and put the shit in there and have somebody buy that shit.
I'm down.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to do that for so long, so this was kind of cathartic. So we ended up doing that. Do You Hear What I Hear with the Cara Cammarota. But then I shouted out at the same time, like, Susan Boyle, you fucking bitch. Anyway, so that was crazy. I was trying to make that short, but that's
dude.
we just came out with that shit. Cara Cammarota.
Yeah, it's
nothing
like
on my
just a
mind.
bunch of jokes like based off of her Facebook pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, most of the lyrical content is just her Facebook pages.
And we lived with her for a quick minute too. So
Yeah, that was
really,
the first
like,
season was us living with her.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's
Yeah.
what I thought. Your grandma's house. So
we
that was
do,
her.
Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
Really.
That's what's up. That's legit.
Yeah.
That's legit.
So it was great. Wait, where are we right now?
Bitch, I use my cane.
Where are we right now?
We are on a 880.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, but
Oh, like where?
yeah.
Almost towards Richmond. Wait, no, really, no.
It doesn't. I always wanted the GPS to just tell me what the fuck is up. Like if like a Pokemon game, like when like it changes from like green to purple because you're in Lavender Town and shit.
Exactly.
Like I'm like, why can't you just tell me where I am?
The scene change. Yeah, exactly.
I would have memorized every place if you would have just tell me, because there's always these weird in between shits that I don't know.
I'm trying to see from just looks right now.
Wait, can I ask her? Let me see if I can ask Cortana.